Namaskar, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel Mind Your Exam. In today's video, we will be doing the last part of the CRUD operations or CRUD, create, read, update and delete operations in MongoDB, and this we are doing in the MongoDB Compass. So in the last two videos, we have studied in detail about the create or insert operation, where we inserted new documents, new fields, created collections and databases. And in the previous video we read and understood in detail about the read or the query operation using various query filters and operators. Now this is the third part in the CRUD series or the CRUD operations, where we will be covering both the update and delete operations using MongoDB Compass. Okay, so after this I'll try to complete all these CRUD operations in MongoDB shell as well, so stay tuned in the series. So alright, so to explain you both the concept, I have this localhost connected with me and I have created a database named university. So when I click on this database, you can see that this university database contains one collection named students, and when I click on this collection, you will see the three documents that it contains. So these are the three documents having three different IDs. These students are named Ambika, Vaishnavi and Bhairav. Okay, so these three students correspond to three different entries or documents on which we will be performing our update and delete operations. Okay, so now to update the existing document, you have different options here. So every time you are viewing your database in the form of a list, so this is the list view that you are viewing here. There are three different layouts: the list, the JSON and the tabular. So first I'll be telling you how you can edit and see the changes and updates in the list view. So whenever you hover over a document, on the left hand side you will see this expand all arrow, and if there are documents within documents or structures or objects present within your document, all of them will be collapsed or expanded depending upon the state of this arrow. Okay, now if you want to edit any particular field in this document, you come to the right hand side and you click on the pencil icon, which is the edit document icon. So when I click on this, the document becomes editable, and on the right hand side, for each document the data type gets displayed. Now suppose if I want to change the age of this student and I want to change this from 23 to 22. Okay, now as soon as I modify this, you will see few options coming here. First you will see the plus icon, you will see this particular arrow which is like the redo or the revert back option, and you will also see a warning or a message being displayed by MongoDB Compass which says document modified, update or cancel. So I want to confirm this modification and update, and so I'll click on update, and as you can see the age has been modified here. Okay, now let's try to do the same task in a slightly different manner. So when you hover over a document in the list view, you can again right click also and get the same option of edit document. When you click on edit document, all the fields become editable, and now let's say I'm changing this name of this program for the student, and I'm changing this to suppose BSc. Okay, and once I've done this correction, I can again click on update, and as soon as I do that, my changes will be final. So now if at this particular stage, if you want to go back to the original changes, you can click on the arrow option, which is the revert changes option. So when you do this, you will see the original content back, and here you will see that the update button has been disabled here. Okay, so now this is how the revert and the edit field option works. Now another way of updating, so I'm pressing the cancel button here, so I do not want to make any further changes in this object. Now suppose while editing you do not want to change the existing content, but you want to add a new field. Okay, so to add a new field in the list view, what you have to do is you again have to go to the pencil icon or right click and go to the edit document option and just click on the plus icon that you see here. So when you click on the plus icon, it will ask you or prompt you to select add field after program. That means after the last key value pair program in MTech, you want to add a new field. So when I click here, I will get an option of inserting the data. So here I am writing the name of my new field, which is department, and let's say the value is engineering. Okay, so I have done these changes, and if I want to finalize these changes and reflect it safely into my document, I will click on update. So here you can see your document has been updated. So I'm zooming in a little so that you can see the changes. So here, since you know that MongoDB is a schema-less structure, it is very flexible. So in my same collection, 3 different documents have different structures. The 2 students have 3 fields each, whereas the second student has now 4 fields. Okay, now suppose the changes that you made you want to delete, or any particular field you want to delete. Suppose for the last student I want to delete the age. So what I'll do is again click on the pencil icon and go to that field. In front of that field name on the left hand side, you will see a dustbin or a bin icon, and when you hover over it, it will show you the pop-up remove field. So you click on this. As soon as you delete something, the deleted content will be highlighted in red color, and it will be a message will be shown saying that the document has been modified. Do you want to update it? Yes, I want to update it. If you want to update it, you press update. Otherwise you can revert the changes here also. So I'm clicking on update, and here I have the modified content. The last document now only contains 2 fields. Okay, so now we have seen how in the list view we can expand to see all the details. We can use the pencil icon, we can add a new field using the plus icon, and delete a field using the dustbin icon. Now let's see how we can perform these operations in the JSON view also. So again you click on the expand all arrow, and here you will see all the details. So here the ID is stored as a structure. So whenever you expand a particular JSON document, you will see that the all internal documents and structures will be expanded to show you all the values here. Okay, now how will you make the changes here? Again you will click on the pencil icon, and here a list of line numbers will appear, but there are no options of plus or arrow or dustbin here. What you have to do is you will click and start editing this field. So suppose I want to insert a new field in the first student and the name, and suppose I want to insert the phone number. So I am inserting the phone, and let's say the phone number is 1234567890. Now when I click on this and when I try to update this field, what message is being shown here is expected comma or curly bracket. So what mistake I'm doing here is that I have inserted a new field. I have updated this document by adding a new field at the very end, but in the JSON format you need to specify the comma. So this is my purpose of showing you all the 3 different layouts and views that are possible in MongoDB Compass, so that no matter which view or layout you use, you are making the corrections, updations and deletions in the right manner. Okay, so when you are working with JSON, you have to follow the exact format. You have to write the commas wherever they are required. So now I can click on replace, and this will be my updated document. The new content has been updated into the first document. Now suppose I want to remove some portion of the second document. So again, I will click on the edit option, and whichever field I want to delete, I will just select that field and press the delete icon on my particular keyboard, or you can press the backspace option also. Now again, while deleting the last field also, you have to be careful because there is a pending, an extra comma here. You need to remove that too. Now the document has been updated and I confirm it by pressing replace. So this is how you have to make the changes in the JSON file, the JSON object layout. All right. Okay. Now similarly, let's go to the third view, which is the tabular view. So in the tabular view, suppose I want to add a new field here. So what I will do is, there are pencil icons that are appearing here, right? So when I click on the pencil icon in front of the first document, it will allow me to edit the content of those documents. So now what I'm right now doing is I'm changing the phone number. So the phone number now becomes 9876543210. Okay, and I am pressing somewhere on the blank screen, then so that I can see the final value clearly, and I'm clicking on update. So your new value has been updated. Now what if you want to insert a new field? Okay, so say I want to insert a new field here, and what I will do here is I will click on the plus icon, or suppose after the first field I want to insert a new field between the name and age. So you will click on the plus icon here, where you will get the option of add field after name. So when I do that, a new field will be inserted at the last, as the last column of this table. So now it will give you an option of adding the value, the field name here. So I'm adding this value, suppose address, and here I'm writing India. Okay, so I'm updating this. Now see, your document has been updated. The last document now contains 5 different field values. The first is name, which has the value Bhairav. The second is age, which does not have a value. The third is program, having the value MBBS. Phone does not have a value, and the last address field has the value India. Now the address field that you inserted will not have any value for the remaining documents. So here the tabular format is showing no field. So this is how you can either update a particular field value, or you can update the structure and add a new field value to the existing document. Now this was update. Suppose you want to delete a particular document. So here is the bin icon. You press on this bin icon and that particular record will be highlighted, and it is the MongoDB compass is showing you that the document is flagged for deletion. Do you really want to delete it? Yes, I really want to delete this. So I've deleted the second record, did not like it, deleted it. Okay, so this is how you delete a particular document from the tabular view. If you have to do the same in JSON, how will you do that? You will press the delete option that is present here. The delete option will lead you to deleting the document. Again, deleting this document will remove this document completely. Okay, all right. So this is how you can proceed in the list view also. If you have clicked on delete in any one view, no matter where you move, the message will still be shown. Either you cancel that operation or you continue with that operation. Okay, now there is one option in which you need not update every single field and update every single record or document. Rather, you can make a particular change throughout all the documents. So if you want to modify or update multiple documents at a time, you will click on this update option. So when you click on this update option, it is showing you the option of filter equal to none. That means here you are updating all the documents present in this collection. Since 2 documents are currently present, so there will be no filter of selecting which document to update, because this update option applies to all documents. Now suppose in this case I want to set the age of all the students as 45 or say 25. Okay, currently if I close this, the ages, the first document contains the age value 22, the second document does not contain the age value. So let's see if this works and how it works. So here you are shown the syntax. This we'll be understanding in the next upcoming lectures on MongoDB shell also. But here, so to update all the documents, you need to specify and write the $set keyword, and then you need to specify the field name which you want to update. I want to update the age field, and then I specify a colon, and then I specify the value that I want to apply to all the documents. So then I'll click on update 2 documents, and now you can see 2 documents have been updated, but it is showing me, asking me to refresh. So when I click on refresh, you can see the age of the student in the first document has been increased from 22 to 25, and in the second document the age field has been newly added. Okay, so this is how you can update all the documents if you want to apply a change to more than, or if you want to apply the change to all the documents in the collection. Now similarly, if you want to delete all the documents, there is an option of this delete option. So when you click on this, it is showing you a warning kind of pop-up which is saying, a dialog box which is saying delete 2 documents, and it is showing you the preview of the 2 documents that will be deleted. So you can proceed here. I will do that, but before that I will tell you a bonus tip which I mentioned in the title slide also, that how apart from update and delete, you can make your work easy in MongoDB Compass by using the clone option. So the clone option is basically present to the right side, either in the list view, also in the JSON view. So what it does is it helps you to create a duplicate of the current document. So it is the second last option. When you click on this, it is showing you an option of insert document. So the document that you cloned will be copy pasted into this collection. So when I click on insert, it will create a new document at the end which will be a replica of the document that I cloned. Okay, now suppose if I want to delete all the documents from my collection, I will click on delete. This will help me to delete more than one document or multiple documents, rather all the documents present in my collection. So are you absolutely sure MongoDB Compass is thinking that I'll lose a lot of important content? No. There's nothing important in this collection for me. So yes, I am completely sure you can permanently delete these 3 documents. Okay. All right. So thank you MongoDB for giving this warning. I want to delete all 3 documents, and 3 documents have been deleted. You need to click on refresh. When I click on refresh, you can see that the data has all gone and my collection now has 0 documents. Okay. So I hope you understood both the operations along with the clone operation. That's all for today's video. Please let me know how did you find this video, what were your learnings from this video, and what other topics you want to understand from our channel in this MongoDB playlist. Thank you for watching. Till we meet in the next video. Mind your exam.